Welcome to Silicon Valley Asian Business Talk.
Hello, everyone. This is Roger Chen from University of San Francisco Center for Business Studies and Innovation in Asia Pacific. Today, we are very pleased to welcome Beerud, Sheth, to join our interview program. I want to sincerely thank you, Beerud, for joining us. Would you please briefly introduce yourself?
Roger, thanks for having me here. Excited to, share my thoughts and experience and I guess pay it forward. I've just a quick personal and professional intro. So I grew up in India. I went to undergraduate school at the Indian Institute of Technology, that's IIT Bombay. And then I came to the US for grad school at MIT. All of that was in computer science. I had a short stint on Wall Street, right? Which might be surprising, but it's also very quantitative. So they hire a lot of kids from STEM programs. But then, and that was in the mid 90s, and around that time, the internet happened. So that's when I said, okay, this is a game changer. I want to focus on building internet companies. And, so I've been an entrepreneur since then, a serial entrepreneur. I founded my first company called Elance in 98. Elance, and it's now called Upwork. It's a public company. It pioneered the gig economy or online freelancing, and it continues to scale and grow very nicely today. And later in the mid 2000s, I think 2005 or so, I founded this company called Gupshup, which is the pioneer in conversational engagement. And I'll talk more about it as well soon. But essentially, we help businesses build conversational experiences or chatbots to engage with their consumers. And this is particularly relevant globally in the emerging markets, which are mobile first and messaging centric environments. So a little bit like what WeChat has done in China, the same kind of idea, a super app is emerging in the other emerging markets as well. So we build tools, enterprise tools. We help businesses take advantage of that.
How we develop new products to acquire customers.
What's your practice of acquiring customers? And typically, what is your strategies and which basically owns this growth area, things like that, relating to customer acquisition?
So before we get to the specifics, right, the high level way to think about it is, it all starts with product. Right. Partly because of what we discussed. See, there was a time where good marketing beats good product, right? Maybe 50 years ago, even 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's a traditional approach, right?
The traditional approach. But now with social media, where every customer has a megaphone, if they like a product, they can put it out there. If they don't like it, and then if thousands of people say it, then the sentiment, everybody knows everything. And now AI is going to get even more so, where everybody knows everything about everything. Okay. So then we are in a new era where good product beats good marketing.
I like that way of framing. Yeah.
Right. So if you have a unique differentiated product that is really good and that's better, then this whole word of mouth is easy now in this day and age. Right. So what you build and how you build it already determines customer acquisition, right? So it's not even about having a marketing strategy and a sales team and so on. Of course, you need a lot of that, but it really starts with product, because if your product is not good, no amount of marketing and no amount of sales will be able to overcome that. On the other hand, if you have that, then yeah, the marketing and sales team can enable it.
Right.
But there's already a lot of inbound coming in because people discover or hear about it from other customers that are using it and so on. So I think what we try to do, that's been our consistent focus. We focus on innovation, on being on the cutting edge, on being the first to market with new and innovative things, right? Usually when that happens, between PR and between getting the word out and getting some early adopters and customers, and once those customers use it, others see it, and so on, it just starts driving a lot of inbound. So when we launched our Conversation Cloud about a month ago, and we had early versions of it in beta for like many months before that. But once we packaged it, we announced it. I mean, suddenly there's a lot of interest from customers coming. And, you know, you also have to be ready for scale, and you have to build it out. So I think there's a lot of those things to be done. But I think that's the most important and counterintuitive approach, which is the best way to acquire customers is to build a unique, differentiated, high quality product that others don't have. Again, when I say differentiated, right, it's like if you're building something that 10 other vendors also offer, then even if you succeed in your sales process, your margins will get squeezed because the customer is going to say, well, the other person is offering a lower price. Can you match it? So on, right? So that can impact your margins, your ability to grow and to scale, or it slows down decision cycles because now they have to pick from 5 or 10 choices versus being the only one, right? So I think, I mean, this is a reason why, generally innovative companies on the cutting edge tend to grow a lot faster because, you're not wasting time with a complex evaluation. You're just saying, okay, does the product work? And if it works, I mean, there's nobody else you can get it from, right? I mean, which is why, think about it, OpenAI was the fastest company to a billion in revenue or something, right?
That's true. That's true. I think it's 2 months reached the only 2 months reach 100 million or something like that. Huge amount of customers.
Yeah. Exactly. So I think, I mean, and it certainly is sort of a step function innovation, right? Now, that may be hard, but that applies in smaller ways in every domain and every space. So yeah, I think just lean in on innovation, on differentiation, and on having those customer conversations. Now where does, to take it one step further, where does innovation come from, right? It's not like, it's not like you just sit in your room meditating and trying to find an answer, right? You really have to be engaging with customers, talking to them, or prospective customers, saying, what about this, what about that? And if you can find specific pain points and see, ultimately for an entrepreneur, you have to find the intersection of a customer pain point and recent technology advances, because at that intersection is where a lot of exciting innovation and growth and marketing and sales can happen, right? So technology makes new things possible, so it expands the universe of what you can offer, but the things that will sell will be the painkillers, right? Not vitamins, not nice to have,
right.
Must have and must solve. So if you focus on that intersection, if you identify it, a lot of that is conversations and interactions, right? And especially in B2B SaaS kind of space, which is where we are in, the customers will often tell you. I mean, you don't even need to think too hard. You just say, okay, if we did this, would it be useful? They'd say yes, no, or what are your pain points? And then say, oh, this new technology can possible. So if you can triangulate and connect the dots there, that's how it happens. And I think once you're in that, so I didn't answer the micro details of the marketing and sales, which I think there's a lot of techniques out there, but I'm sort of answering it in a more substantive way, which is, I think just build the best innovative product, and they'll make it easy to acquire new customers.
Thank you for watching.